Good morning, 7500 York. I'm Hannah Parker. I'm your marketing associate, and today is April, let's see. All day it is the 14th. So happy tax eve, I guess. So let's start out with what's going on here in the building. So 9:15, you can join Stretch and Strength in the CAC. 9:30 on the balcony is the ladies' social. 10 o'clock is line dancing in the CAC. At 12:30, you can play canasta on the balcony. Ooh, I love canasta. I've never played it as an actual card game. I played it as like an Apple card game from like the old Apple computers. Like it was on a big floppy disk, and it was at my grandparents' home, and I used to be able to play canasta forever and ever. I don't know if I would even recognize how to actually play the game, but I'd love to learn again. So that's at 12:30, and then at 1:30 is cribbage on the balcony. And then tomorrow, the workshop is open from 9:30 to noon. The ladies also meet on the balcony at 9:30. 10 o'clock is new resident building tour, and you will meet in the lobby. So beginning in the lobby by the York Room, the group will tour with information about how life at 7500 York fits with the 7500 York building, and that's brought to you by Neighbor Awareness. 1 o'clock tomorrow is Mahjong on the balcony. 2 p.m. is the management meeting in the CAC and right here on York TV. And then 4:30 is first and second floor dinners in the fireside room. So meet your first and second floor neighbors and have dinner together. Lemonade will be served, or you can bring your own beverage. Dinner follows at 5 with complimentary salad and dessert. And sign up at the York Room desk Wednesday, April 8th through Tuesday, April 14th. So today's your last day to sign up for the first and second floor dinner that is going on tomorrow. 7 p.m. tomorrow is Domino's in the balcony, and 7:30 in the social room is Bunko. And then looking forward to some things happening within the rest of the week. Alterations on Thursday will be in the boardroom. If you need alterations, you can sign up for that in the green book next to the office door. 2 p.m. reduce food waste on the CAC and York TV. So that wasted food prevention program, an overview of how Hennepin County is working to meet the goal to cut wasted food in half, and that's brought to you by Refuse Management. The knitters will, we've got all sorts of things. We've got chair yoga, Scrabble, knitters, so be sure to check your calendars for all of the things available. At 7:30 p.m. the Singer's Voice in the CAC and on YTV. This performance is a song-laced interview revealing the singer's influences and inspiration through a mix of music and conversations I'd like to share this evening with you. So that's brought to you by Music and Arts. On Friday, there's Tai Chi. The men's social is on the balcony at 9:30. 10:15, we have Zumba in the CAC. 1 o'clock, you can either join Mexican Train Domino's on the balcony or the Artist Open House in the hobby room. 2 o'clock is choir practice, and 5 o'clock happy hour on the balcony, and at 7 p.m. on Friday is 500 also on the balcony. So looking forward to the weekend. 2 o'clock on Saturday, you can watch the movie Sentimental Value. Let's see. This 2025 Norwegian drama, two estranged sisters, Nora and Agnes, dealing with their mother's death and return of their negligent famous director father, Gustav, who seeks to reconcile by casting Nora in his new film. The film focuses on themes of family, memory, and art. This movie is subtitled. It is rated R. It's 2 hours and 13 minutes and brought to you by the big screen. And then Saturday we'll also have pool in the game room at 6:30 p.m. and open bridge in the balcony at 7. And then looking forward to next week, please note the bus schedule for Tuesday, April 21st. There will be no afternoon rides available. So If you have anything going on the 21st, make sure to check with the security desk and see what you might need to make for arrangements on that day. Moving on to some other things towards the end of the month is garage cleaning on April 28th and 30th. So garage cleaning will take place on Tuesday, April 28th and Thursday, April 30th. The week before garage cleaning, you must make sure that your car is functioning with a charged battery and air in the tires so that it can be moved. So on next Tuesday or Thursday, make sure that you check whether your vehicle is running properly. On Tuesday the 28th, the south garage will be cleaned. All cars in the south garage, stalls 1 through 171, will need to be out by 8 a.m. Cars can't be moved in until after 5 p.m. If we can, we will open it sooner. And then on Thursday, April 30th, the north garage will be cleaned. All cars in the north garage, stalls 201 through 267, will need to be out by 8 a.m. Cars cannot be moved in until after 5. Again, if sooner, they will let you all know. If you have bikes in storage, please remove them on the appropriate day if you don't want them getting dusty, dirty, or sprayed with water. If bikes are left in the garage, they will get dirty during the cleaning process. The parking lots usually fill up fast, so parking is also available on Park Lawn to the north and Edinburgh Way to the west. Please all have all your personal items removed from your space. Remember, the only things allowed back in the garage besides your vehicle are 1 collapsible grocery cart and 1 gallon of washer fluid. All other items must be stored in your apartment storage, locker, or car trunk. Thank you for consideration. And just for a note, maintenance does not jumpstart or move cars, so please make sure you have your own arrangements for these contingencies. If you are not here on cleaning day to move your car, please arrange with a friend, neighbor, or family. Additionally, please be reminded that the board has approved a $100 fine for any member who does not move their car out of the garage on the assigned day. All right, on to more fun things. Ebenezer is again asking for artwork submissions for the Ebenezer Art Show and the 2027 calendar. If you'll remember, our very own artist was the front cover of this year's calendar, and so if you have this year's calendar, make sure to look for that. And then if you want to try your hand at being on next year's calendar, you can also submit art. So you'll need to get all of your art to Kara by April 23rd. So submit any artwork that you would like to submit for the art show by April 23rd to Kara. Today's dinner special is cheese tortellini with ham, peas, mushrooms, and a creamy white wine sauce, served with a garlic crostini. Let's see, Tuesday, creamy potato leek, which is a gluten-free option, is available for soup today. And then there's always lots of things that are good on the menu. So there's that. Then I wanted to let everybody know that we are starting the process towards the annual meeting. So today in your mailbox you will receive this yellow envelope, and on the front it will have, keep the envelope and then do not remove label. So this label is how we know that only one vote came from your household. So you leave this sticker on here, and then you put your ballot inside and seal it. So inside of the envelope, it's not sealed, you will have 2 pieces of paper. The first piece of paper is your notice for the 48th annual meeting. So this is the official thing that we have to do as part of being a cooperative, is that the members have an annual meeting. We will have some reviews of what's gone on in the last year, including what's been going on with different committees, and those things will be reviewed at the meeting, so you want to see those. The other thing is, this year you can watch the annual meeting, if you don't watch it in the CAC, you can either watch it on, here on 1971 on York TV, or it will also be on YouTube's live streamed. So both of those options are available. So this first one is your notice of the meeting. The second piece of paper is your ballot. And this year we have Roger Johnson, Rhiann Leaf, and David Price all running for their second 3-year term. And I've been working with the nominating committee since they started meeting, and I know for the committee has done a lot of work and done a lot to try to recruit. So I know sometimes we had it last year too, where we had 4 openings and we had 4 candidates, and we have 3 openings and 3 candidates. And so some of you might be saying, well, what's the point of voting anyway? Well, this is part of your democratic process. This is part of being part of a cooperative member. So we have 3 strong candidates who have served the board really well for the last 3 years. So that is a good thing. But the other thing your ballot does is counts towards quorum. So in order for anything to actually be official, so for these 3 folks to actually be elected, and for the meeting to actually meet our legal requirements as a cooperative, we need to have a quorum. And so our quorum is counted not just by those that are in person in the CAC, but also by those that send in their ballots. So the way you send in your ballot, like I said, this is your notice. You can keep that for your own records. The ballot you'll want to fill out. Don't put your name or anything else on it. Just fold it back up. Put it back in the envelope that you received with it. Seal it up, and then you'll bring it to the blue box by the office. So the blue box, once it's sealed up, our election judge team will take this label off and put it on a sheet to see that this is one for like this household, so no other votes can come in from that household. They will not open it. They will not open the letter until the day of the annual meeting. So once it gets to all of the other judges and everything else, we will have sealed envelopes. They'll be opened that day, and then they will not be counted or looked at until the day of the meeting. So that's really important. I know some folks like to turn theirs in thinking, well, I want it to be anonymous, so I don't want to put it in this envelope with my name on it, or they want to peel the label off. Please don't do that. This is the way we do our election security, to make sure that one vote is coming from the household. So we do not look at what's in the ballot. We're only checking who's on the outside before the day of the election. So by the time these get to the election judges to be opened and counted, it is anonymous. It is completely anonymous. There is no longer any identifying information on there, so no one will know if you didn't vote or you wrote in a candidate or something else like that. There will not be any identifying information on that. So we will just take that on that day. So we will again talk about these ballots tomorrow at the managers meeting. So you'll be hearing about those. If you have friends you know that are outside of the building, like their snowbirds or other things, we will get those ballots to them as well. So look for those in your outside of your doors in those mailboxes today. And thank you for your attention and time. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we will see you again next week.